Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to practice some basic kicks, and now let's do the side kick. So the side kick is called Yop Chagi in Korean. The side kick is going to the side, obviously. So when you do the side kick, it's very important to use the right part of your foot for the kick. Use this part of your foot. This outer edge of your foot is going to be very effective in the kick. You can also use a little bit of your heels if you want to do the kick. This is one of the most difficult kicks, so let's try to do it together. When you do the side kick, you can do it frontal, you can do it to the side, because it doesn't matter what the direction is, the important thing is how your body looks like when you're doing it. So we get into a Nora Csiszar stance, which is this one, and start doing the side kick with the front leg. So you lift your leg up and you're not facing the opponent. So previously we have practiced how to face the opponent or how to face it like half face but not fully frontal. Now the side kick, you don't face your opponent at all, just lift your leg up. So if the opponent is there, just lift your leg up. You're getting ready to do the kick, lift your leg up. That's the first step. As you are lifting your leg up, make sure that the front leg goes high. It can go up to your belt, but it's even better if you can lift it up higher to your chest. So your opponent is here, you lift your leg up. You're still looking at the opponent. 1, 2. 1, 2. And when you lift your leg up, you can decide the position of your foot. You can either have it in a pointy way, like this, or you can flex it already and get ready to do the kick. It depends on the situation. So for example, if you're sparring against an opponent, it's better to be more flexible and not assume that you will perform the kick, because you don't know how the opponent is going to move. So just lift it up and you get ready, because from this stance you can still decide to go back, or you can still decide to move forward somehow, or this is just a distraction, or you can actually perform the kick. Side kick against a wooden board, for example. If I have a wooden board and I'm standing here holding it, waiting for somebody to kick it, then you do know where the target is. The target is not going to move, so you have to be accurate. So what you do in that situation, if the wooden board is here, you lift your leg up and your foot is already in the position to do the side kick. So again, use the side of your foot and you do a kick. When you do the side kick, it's very important to straighten your leg. So don't just do a half side kick. You have to straighten your leg, and the leg that you are standing on has to move as well. So we practiced this before, but let's go through it again. It's very important that your standing leg turns. So lift your heel up a little bit. It doesn't have to be like a big lift, because that's not good either. So just lift it up a little bit, just enough, so you can move it effectively on the floor using only the ball of your foot, and turn. This is going to help you to perform the side kick, because your hips have to be in a certain position to make sure that the energy is flowing in the right direction and that it's going to be a straightforward kick. So let's do it slowly together. So you lift your leg up, and as you are straightening the kicking leg, and it's already in position, as you can see, I'm already getting ready to use the outer part of my foot to do the kick, I'm already turning the standing foot. So turn, 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 and as you can see, it turned 90 degrees. So from this direction, it turns here to 90 degrees. So let's do it together. Lift your leg up and turn. Very good. And when it's 90 degrees here on the standing foot, you can do the kick. It's best if you can do all these things together, but I know it's difficult, so let's just do it step by step because it's easier to learn, and then you will get used to it and perform the whole kick. It's very important that when you do the kick, you still look at your opponent. And it's important to keep your guard up. Lift your leg up, turn, kick. Very good. Some of you asked, what is the position for this kick? Well, if you do the kick, you can do it many different ways, but I suggest that when you do it against a wooden board, you turn your foot a little bit tilted down. So there's more space between the wooden board and your foot, and there is more space for this part of your heel to use in the kick, because of course your heel is much more powerful than this side of the foot. When you do a pattern, for example, they like it better if you show that you can actually perform the kick with the side of your foot. So it depends on the situation. So if you do the sparring, you can do either of them. If you do it against a wooden board, I suggest that you move your foot a little bit lower, so not like in a horizontal way, but turn it down a little bit like this. You have more this part of your foot. And if you were doing a sort of a pattern or a competition, something, you usually like it and you do it more horizontally. Let's do the left leg in this case. So, facing the opponent, this side, lift your leg up, slowly, make sure that it's high up, and guards up, and turn your standing foot, straighten your leg, and do the kick. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Very good. So this was another question. When you perform the side kick, your upper body is going down, obviously. Sometimes it's better when your upper body goes down because you can kick higher. But when you do the side kick in a pattern, they like it more if you kick and your torso is closer to your body, like this. But when you do a sparring, or when you actually want to use most of your body mass to kick through the wooden boards, it's best if you don't kick the side kick like this, but if you actually move towards the enemy. So if you move towards your opponent, then your torso don't have to be up. It's also good because if you're sparring and you do a side kick, it's best if your torso is not up, so you wouldn't get like a quick kick from the opponent or a quick punch or something because your upper body is down. So like this. There is difference between the two types of side kicks. We are going to practice both because both are important, and if you do patterns in competitions, then they like it when you can kick it as high as possible and your whole torso is straight. Of course, this requires a lot of flexibility, so click on this video or this one to do some more stretching and flexibility exercises with me.